Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the best perfect links in FIFA 21. FIFA 21 is here. Don't waste your money on FIFA points. Go to MMOPO.com and get cheap, fast and safe FIFA 21 coins. Use code OzNoz to get 8% off your order. Link in the description. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the best perfect links in FIFA 21. I've done a couple of squad builders over the last week. You guys have been loving them. I'll be doing some more. Let me know what kind of squad builders you want, what level money you want in the comment section down below. But I've been doing them, and then whilst doing them, I've been trying to find these perfect links because perfect links make it so easy to build a squad in FIFA 21. So I've found the most OP, the most useful, the best kind, and hopefully you guys do find it useful. If you do, please drop a like. A thumbs up goes a massive way. Let's try and smash 20 likes straight away as soon as possible. It'd be absolutely fantastic. And of course, the most important thing, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Why not? It's free and I upload daily FIFA content. So come and join the gang. It'll be fun. So I believe today I'm going to be showing you 6 different perfect links, all which I think are very, very meta and appropriate and will take you a long way in the game. Without further ado, let's get into them. So pairing number 1, we have Richarlison and Allen. Now, Allen is someone I use in my main team, and Richarlison is one of my most used subs that I use. These two together, though, do make a fantastic perfect link. Allen, overall, is a fantastically well-rounded centre mid, very meta. He's almost like just a lower-rated Kante, really. Absolutely incredible. His defending stats and his dribbling are all brilliant, so he can get his way out of trouble very quickly. And he is fast enough. If you whack a good chem style on, like perhaps a shadow or something like that, he's overall just like one of the most incredible defensive midfielders that you can ever find in any game. And Richarlison is fantastic at striker. His card looks somewhat alright. It looks alright, but in game, believe me when I tell you this, he is a fantastic card. If you can't afford the Werners, the Aubameyangs, Richarlison is your next step down as a striker. 83 pace, definitely enough. 78 shot feels like more. 81 dribbling. He has this thing where he's tall, but he's not clunky. He kind of glides through, and it's very useful. He's a fantastic player in the game. Would definitely recommend him. And even if you don't want him as a starter, get him as a sub. I promise you, he'll clutch you some games. Next is a favourite of mine is Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. This is the perfect link I use in my team at the moment. Because I'm a Chelsea fan, I have them both. They are both incredible, especially Timo Werner. His card is ludicrous. Honestly, I cannot tell you how good he is. He's so fast, he's so agile. His shooting, he does not miss a shot. His passing isn't the best, but you don't necessarily need that as a lone striker. And yeah, he's just overall fantastic card. He scored me, I think he has like 3 goal contributions per game for me on average, which is ridiculous. Then at cam we have Kai Havertz, his perfect link partner. He's very pacey, his dribbling's fantastic, his shooting, he doesn't miss on that left foot of his, and his passing is decent as well. Now, the great thing about him is he's a tool cam, which is something you don't normally get, but tool cams are very OP because they can come in the box and win headers at late, and the great thing about these two is I play with my cams very high forward, so he's basically like a second striker to Werner, and it's really nice to have a small guy and a tall guy, like a power and then a pace, kind of contribute, like a difference there. So I'd really recommend these two. They are obviously quite pricey now. I didn't tell you that Richarlison and Allen are very cheap combination at 129k. Very cheap. You can get that if you just went all 5 of your placement things. Like you can get that really quickly. Whereas Werner and Havertz at the moment are 400-ish k. So bear that in mind. Because if you want to buy them for FUT Champions, I'd do that soon because they're going to get more expensive as the days go by. Anyway, moving on to our next one, we have Trent Alexander-Arnold and Gomez. Now this is a very OP one, especially Gomez. He is an 83 rated this year, so he's a board. He's English. His pace is 82. He's very, very good in the pace department, and his defending and physical is fantastic at 83 and 80. Brilliant card. Whenever I've come up against him, he has caused me the most issues. I'm not going to lie to you. Nevertheless, and his partner is one of, I think, the highest normal card right back in the game, which Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yes, he doesn't have the most insane pace. He's got 80. If you whack a shadow on, he is a brilliant player. Like, his pace goes up to 90-ish, and then his defending goes up a lot as well. 80 defending and 71 physical. Not too bad at all. You can boost that up with the chem styles. The great thing about him is if you have free kicks, he's your free kick taker. He's got ridiculous free kick stats. Everyone he'll pop in. Everyone gets a loan version with him, so you can try in the game when you buy the game. I think almost everyone gets a loan version, so you can try him and Gomez out if you don't fully trust the process. But believe me, that's a great pairing. And it means in your attack on the right side, you can go for any other avenue. Next, we have an interesting one with the Bayern boys. We have Goretzka and Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané, obviously, a new signing for Bayern Munich. The interesting bit about this one is you can go for many different sentiments. You can go for Goretzka, Joshua Kimmich, and some other German Bayern Munich midfielders. Overall, this one is 166k, but as I was saying with the midfielders, you can also swap that out with the wingers. Like Serge Gnabry has a right forward, right mid card, right wing card that you could do the exact same with. You could do that with Kimmich. So the Bayern have a lot of nice German players that you can do with them that are really good. But Sané and Goretzka for me are the most meta out of the people I could have chosen. Goretzka is a fantastic box-to-box midfielder, tall, physical, all-rounded card, brilliant. And Leroy Sané is what you want in a wing or an ultimate team. Rapid, good dribbling, agile, and a nice shot on him. So that one's a really good one. It's 166 for these two players. I think is actually a bit of a bargain. Again, you can buy these two players just by winning your placement matches in division rivals. So it's very easy to get coins so far in this game, and this is a prime example of it. Now we're going to quickly move on. Now I know this is a perfect links video. This is technically perfect links, but it's a perfect link triangle. Now you can do any of these separately, these two pairs separately. We have the triangle perfect link of Nkunku, Upamecano, and Mukiele. Now all three of them are meta good players, especially the two defenders. Mukiele has been moved from centre back to right back. One of the best, probably the best card out of the three. Pace, really good for a right back. Defending and physical, fantastic. His defending and physical feel a lot more than 80 and 77. Let me tell you that for free. Upamecano is fantastic, very pacey, does the job completely, and has a lot more presence than Mukiele in my opinion. And Nkunku overall just looks like a really good box-to-box midfielder. He's actually a cam in his natural position. Nevertheless, I think he could definitely do a job at box-to-box centre mid rather than cam. He's got fantastic dribbling, good passing, pace and shooting is good agility and everything. And his defending and physical isn't the best, but if you want to play him more defensively, whack a defensive chem style on him and he's perfect. But let me tell you, I definitely recommend the centre-back, right-back perfect link pairing. They're fantastic. You can kind of use them in a formation like I'm showing here, and then like build off the rest of the team as like French or something like that, because they have a lot of good defenders. Definitely recommend any of the combinations of these three players. And last but not least, we have got the Man United boys. We've got Tony Martial and Pogba. Now, I recently packed Pogba, untradeable, and he's fantastic. I really enjoyed him. And Martial is a really good player this year. This one's very expensive, 383. It's probably the worst for value out of the ones I've shown you thus far, because Pogba you can get better alternatives for a somewhat close price, and Martial there are other better strikers for around his just a bit more expensive. You're getting better value for money, but nevertheless both these are fantastic. If you want a great box to box, Paul Pogba is your man. He's tall, he's strong, he's physical, he's got skills, his dribbling is so agile for such a tall man at 85 dribbling. And Martial is a great striker. He's got presence, pace, his shooting is unbelievable, and his dribbling, the ball is glued to his feet. So this is a really good one, I think. I'd actually use this one if you're using a two-striker formation. I reckon Martial's a really good two-striker striker to have as one of them, because I reckon he'd bounce off other players really well. They are a great pairing, but to be honest, out of the Prem ones, I know I'm biased, but I'd probably go for Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. Nevertheless, I think I've given you some great perfect link options here. But thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, like down below, and comment any videos you want to see. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.